Great to be catching up with Nick Paddock discussing the Cliffy Miller runners ahead of racing on Friday, and they are looking forward to a really busy day. They start with the two runners in race 2. First up, Ocean Flame will be making her local debut, and she can show really good improvement because she relocates from the Western Cape, and we often see good improvement from that centre. Joining her will be Lyrics and Songs. Now, she looked to really have needed the education of her run last time out.
Yeah, Lyrics and Songs very green on debut. She's going to have a wonderful sprint and before going up and trip to a mile. She is looking for further. This is again another educational run just to show her the turn. Ocean Flame, she's doing nicely at home, showing good work in that, and her penultimate is a run you can definitely consider her on. And she's been on the poly, she seems to enjoy it, and we're just hoping for some improvement there and maybe throw into the back ends of quartets. Larius
Lecus in race 3 has no weight to carry.
Yeah, put a line through his last start. He missed the break. He sat back on the pens at the start, and he missed the break again. You can't do that over a 5, especially against nice horses like that in that level. Like you say, no weight in his back. I think it's 49.5. He's doing really well at home. We've put a bit of weight on him, a bit more extra weight on him, and he seems to be doing well. And expecting a very nice run with no weight and from a handy draw.
We move to race 4, 2 runners there. Vihan's Queen, she showed fair run last time out, and it is a run she can build on. She'll be joined by a Roll of the Dice. Now, this fella ran an absolute cracker last time out against a lot stronger and a Pinnacle. It really caught the eye.
Yeah, Vihan's Queen, she's always about the action. She's never beaten too far, but she does need that rating drop. She got had a 1 point drop on her last start, but it's still not enough at this stage of the game. But she needs maybe another 4 or 5 pounds to become competitive. Roll of the Dice, cracking run. Beaten under 2 lengths by a Fire Alley in a Pinnacle, average rating 104, top run. He's carrying a similar weight in a middle stakes now. If there was Fire Alley was 62 in this race, he'd probably open up deep in the red. So he's a massive runner. He's doing well. He's in good form. Track and Trip, I think he's 4 runs and 3 wins. He's really doing well, and I think he's probably the horse to beat there.
We move on to race 5. Fushmarky will be in action. Now, she actually ran a good race last time out, over a touch shorter.
Yeah, second and after layoff, we popped her back into the sprint, so she wasn't disgraced. Peak run now, she's really doing well. Handy draw. The mile, she is a course and distance winner obviously over the mile, but I think 40 might be her best trip, so I'm hoping to save a bit of petrol in the box seat. But she's doing well and hoping off a competitive rating now she can get into the mix.
Hat Trick or Treat, he'll be making his local debut in race 6. Now, he relocates from the Highveld.
Yeah, nice little horse. A little bit of a slight fella. I think he might enjoy the poly. He has been on it before and he's had a look. This is probably just a run just to bring him along and let him have a look around. And I think also another horse that his rating might have to just drop a little bit as well.
It's the second leg of the Nelson Mandela Bay Racing East Cape Poly Challenge up to 1400, and once again Champanel will represent the yard. Now, I really thought he put in an honest effort last time out. The weights were not in his favour. He was only beaten 4 lengths, and Nick, again the weights aren't in his favour, but you have to give him respect for trying, and like I say, beaten only 4 lengths.
Yeah, the last run you can put a line through really. Again, I think it was Zolo and Pilgrim, and there was a few horses that came back with we did their bloods and that, and they came back terribly. Obviously, you saw the improvement from Zolo on Tuesday.
Yes.
After that bad run, he's back on track. The big boy, he's back. He's really doing well. I'm not too worried about the weights. He's better than his rating. He's beaten the favourite before. I just can't understand. He was, I think, 2-1 to win the first leg, and now he's 7.5 to 1. It just makes no sense. He's overpriced, and he's going to be a big run on Friday.
Definitely looking forward to seeing that improvement. In race 8, we'll close with This Is on Fire. We're in front of his box this morning. Now, he placed against similar last time out, and he'll be joined by Mighty Mac, who will enjoy pole position draw.
Yeah, Mighty Mac, I did think he had half a chance of improving, and he loses his race out the pens. Yeah. And he loses a length or 2, and then he's slow into stride, so he's starting 4 lengths on the back foot. And we had the Cairo come in, and he sorted out the back, and he's really in a good space, and we just bring him along nice and just freshen him up for the race from pole position draw. If he can run into the quartets, I'll be happy. Just a bit of improvement, and then This Is on Fire, cracking first effort. I think 7.5 to 1, so it's definitely value on the day. He's really doing well, and I think 14, especially in this division of 14 on poly, he'll be spot on for this.
There you go. You heard it straight from the source. Bit of value about This Is on Fire, and definitely agree it was a good effort last time out. Mighty Mac can show the improvement from draw 1, so it could be a ending on a high for the Cliffy Miller yard.